All right, joining us today for our 1 year anniversary episode, we got the man joining us again, Reyne Smith. Reyne, how you been?
Yeah, good, good. Been busy, so can't complain. And congrats, guys, on 1 year. It's big time.
Appreciate you validating and jumping on our show. Always love to have
Yes, sir, of
somebody
course.
somebody like a sniper like yourself come on here and bless us with your knowledge for sure.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Appreciate you guys for having me on.
Yeah, you've been able to hit the floor a couple more times since the last time you've talked. I mean, end of your season now, but you had a great,
hmm
I mean, it's a really good end of your season. Had 13 points your last game, 11 the game before that. Just beside your injury, how would you really encapsulate your first year as a pro?
It was interesting. There's a lot for me to learn from kind of in the college environment where you're pretty much monitored all the time, and then you get into the pros, and it's like
Mm.
you're on your own to to a certain extent. But yeah, so just kind of managing that, managing my free time, how to be productive and things like that. And for me, it was a big learning curve. It's the first time I've ever been below 500 for a season, so it was definitely a learning curve for me for my first pro year. But yeah, I mean, outside of the injury, it was enjoyable, and yeah, looking forward to just keep playing really.
Rain, you're going to represent Australia in the World Cup qualifiers. So
Yep.
exactly,
Yep.
what does that mean to you to represent for your country?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's pretty addicting to be completely honest. Like I've been fortunate enough to have a fair share of times representing Australia and doing multiple trips, and I just think the the vibe within the team and kind of the culture around Australian basketball and representing your country and everything like that's like unlike anything I've been a part of. So it's definitely super cool, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to get that and get to explore some pretty cool places around the world.
When does the qualifier start?
So the games are Thursday and Sunday,
Okay.
Australia time. So I fly out this afternoon to Sydney, then stay the night there, then fly overseas tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
we'll ask you a couple questions about just some of your old teammates here at Louisville. I know last episode we asked you about Kaysen and Kenai, and one guy just we want to ask you about right now, Mr. Reliable, Javon Hadley. Just can you talk about kind of what he brings to a team and just the leadership that he has? Because like I remember when I met him for the first time at media day, the first time I talked to him, he was like, "Yes, sir. No, sir." I was like, "Dude, chill out. You're a year younger than me, I think." It's like, "We're the same. Stop. You're making me feel old." Just like what
Yeah.
how was he as a teammate and just everything that he brings to a team?
Yeah, I mean, what you see and like you know what you're going to get with him, which makes it so much easier to play with. You know his approach and how routine oriented he is, and just like he's willing to do whatever for making the team win. If he has to go guard a center, he will. If he needs to play more on the perimeter, he will. And it's a great thing to have as a teammate and things like that. But yeah, just like as you said, I was like, yes sir, no sir, just the nicest dude ever. Comes in with a good attitude, a huge smile on his face all the time, and yeah, unbelievable teammate. Would do whatever you need him to do to win. If that's scoring, if that's guarding, if that's rebounding, a little bit more playmaking. It's really kind of depends on the game and what you need from him. So yeah, he's a special player and just a all around great human.
He's definitely a dog on that court and seems like
hmm
if any player would love to have that guy as a teammate and a guy that came in, he's now the point guard. Michael tied that 3-point record. You're still holding on just a little bit. Did you get to see
Man.
that
Yeah.
game at all? And if
I
so,
watched. Yeah, I watched the first half, and obviously it was cooking in that first half, and then I left to go work out and kind of checked my phone, and he had nine with like a bit of time to go. I'm like, oh, he might get it. Then I went back to working out and saw at the end of the game he finished with 10. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'm glad he didn't beat it, but um, yeah, no, it's great to see. I had some of the staff texting me and stuff saying like, I know you were sweating and whatever, and but yeah, I mean, it's super cool. And it's like not surprised at all that someone like him was able to do that, of how talented and how hard he works. So it was definitely pretty cool. And being able to watch the second half highlights and then watching the whole first half was a pretty special performance.
Yeah,
Is
for
there any
sure.
moments from your 10 threes in that game against SMU that really stick out to you throughout that game?
Um, I think the moment where I kind of knew that I was feeling good was probably that. I think I made a step back at like the top of the key where I kind of shot it and it just like nothing felt off about it. And I was like, oh yeah, like it definitely feels good. You just kind of get into this groove where you just don't even think. Like you don't second guess your shot, you don't second guess any rhythms. Like it doesn't matter where the pass is. Like everything just kind of like just falls right into place in your shot, and it's super hard to describe what you feel because you're just out there and you're just like playing without even thinking twice about anything.
For sure. So we've been talking a lot about just basketball stuff, which how well we know you can shoot the ball well. We know you're a great shooter, great basketball player, but we kind of want to get into what are some things that you like to do outside of the game of basketball to kind of bring yourself back to center and just okay, because you spend so much time just basketball, basketball, basketball.
hmm
Is there anything that you do outside of just basketball that people may not know that you're interested in?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff now I kind of put online and things like that. So like sharing like content, day in the life stuff that the
Okay.
editing and stuff keeps me busy in my free
Okay.
time, and I found a lot of joy in that and people reaching out saying how much they enjoyed and like the inside, and I think that's pretty much what I do it for. If I can help one person out, that's more than enough for me. And then the other one's golf. I picked up golf the end of my junior year. So I was pretty new into it and just kind of became addicted straight away. But fortunately, up in Cairns where I'm at, it's just far too hot to even go out and play right now. So I haven't been able to play for a little bit. But like on YouTube and stuff, I'm always watching like golf content and things like that
Okay.
where I'm definitely addicted to it. And it's just kind of my thing to kind of just step away from basketball that's still like something active. I enjoy just being outside, being with friends, socializing in kind of that setting. So they're probably the two things I'd say fill up most of my time outside of basketball if I'm either golfing or kind of just editing and thinking of videos and things like that. So I've found a lot of joy as of late kind of doing all that.
Did you
Sure.
ever play any other sports besides basketball growing up, or was like you always in the basketball mindset?
Nah, so I played Australian rules football. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
a yeah, so that was my first sport growing up. So it's
Wait,
a
can I ask a question? I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah,
It I don't wanna mess it up. Is it rugby? Is it a
nah,
rugby? So, what's
nah.
the
So
one where they lift people up and they tackle without the pads?
yeah, that's rugby.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So rugby's
what's your
like
version?
pretty much yeah, so Australian rules football, I'd say it's like a format like soccer where it's like that free
Oh,
flowing, there's forward, midfield, defense, but then at
okay,
both ends there's like four posts.
okay,
And you have to kick it in between the two. So the two middle ones are like longer than the outside ones, and you've got to kick it in
okay.
between the middle, and
Ah,
that's 6 points. If you kick it on the outside, it's one. Or if you kick it and someone touches and it goes through, it's 1 point.
yeah,
But
okay.
you're allowed to tackle, you're allowed to hit, bump, do all that. It's a physical
Uh,
sport. You gotta
okay.
definitely gotta send you guys a little link
Yeah.
to some of the hits out there. But yeah, like you kind of think it of soccer where you go to like kick it and someone's just coming from the side and kind of just wipes you out, or if
Oh,
like so you're
wow.
allowed to run with the ball. So you're allowed to run
Mm,
for like 15 meters, 15 yards, and like you can bounce it and come back up and you can keep running. But then like people chasing after you, trying to tackle you and bring you down and stuff.
okay.
So it's
So when
like,
you have the ball in your hand, you can be tackled.
yep,
You can be tackled,
yep,
but when you're kicking the ball, can you still hit somebody
yeah.
if you have the ball? Oh,
Oh,
hey, this
that
game
looks
Yeah.
like
sound
a that
So
looks
like
like a
this game
torn
sounds
so
ACL
you
looking to
run around and
happen.
you kick it and it'll like go up into the air, then just like a pack will just like come in and you got to try and like catch it
Ooh.
into that. Like it's a fun sport. So I played that growing up, played cricket a little bit. I
Cricket.
didn't enjoy that as much.
Mm.
It's similar to baseball where it's kind of like an all day
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
longer thing where it's like a lot more standing and things like that where I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy. But I picked up basketball third out of everything and kind of ran with it once I started playing.
Okay.
AFL, that's pretty much like your all's national sport, pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd say it's probably just bigger than rugby here, but both of them are pretty big in Australia. It kind of depends where you live. Like further
Yeah.
south in Australia is all AFL, then more north is rugby.
And it's got that like soccer, old soccer time feel. That like fan wise, they like
Yeah.
those are some insane atmospheres. Pretty
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like, yeah, the stadiums here are huge as well. And it's like there's one in Melbourne where there's an NFL game coming to that fits 100,000 people that'll be in there. So it's, yeah, it's a huge sport.
Have you ever thought about if you never after college balls down, like maybe your freshman year at Charleston, you thinking like, all right, if basketball doesn't work out, I'm gonna do this. Like, did you ever have any second plans, or has this basically been? Have you ever thought, if I'm not playing basketball, what in the world would I be doing?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like all I knew was I wanted to play sport for a living. I think that was clear from when I was like young. And then it was kind of tossing up between playing AFL or basketball. And yeah, I mean, if neither of those worked out to where I played professionally, I could tell you what I would do. Like nothing in school interested me. I was just doing school because I needed good enough grades to go to college, pretty much. So yeah, there was nothing in school that I really cared about. But yeah, so from young age, it was I knew I wanted to play professional sports. It was just a matter of what, and then yeah, kind of basketball came through, and yeah, it's worked out so far.
I think so, just a little bit.
It's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty much everything that we've got for you. What do you have? What do these next couple months look like for you with the World Cup and just your whole shooting app? How's Brain Smith Shooting Academy going along?
Yeah, I mean, it's gone well. I think I kind of put on the back foot for promoting it a little bit, just getting back into playing and more worried about kind of that right now and getting healthy and but yeah, it's going well. Got a couple people on there and really enjoy kind of making workouts and stuff like that because then it kind of helps me too kind of be able to write a workout. I'm like, oh yeah, like let me use that as
Yeah.
well. And so yeah, I mean it's enjoying it and I think over the next few months we'll be pretty busy. I got yeah, obviously this national team stuff and then I just signed into like the second league in Australia. That's like a off-season league over here because our like main NBL league here kind of runs from September through to February, March. So for the rest of the months, I'll just kind of keep playing and yeah. So then I got pretty much straight into that as well. So it doesn't really stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Did you have any JaVale McGee run-ins over there, or David Johnson, former Cardinal? Did you run into any former Cardinals? Or I know Admiral
Yeah, yeah,
Schofield. He's a dog on your team. He's
Yeah.
somebody I
yeah.
loved watching at Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I talked to David a little bit every time like we'd play him and stuff like that. Would kind of just stop and talk pre-game and whatever, just checking in how we're going. And I never played against JaVale. I was injured for every game we played, but I mean he's a huge human. That was like
Yes.
the
Water.
one thing that stood out. I'm like, oh my God, he's definitely big. So yeah, I
Yeah,
was able to catch up with David a little bit, which is always good. Just kind of talk it up, checking in and things like that.
for sure.
Awesome.
Uh,
Well, we appreciate you joining us for the 1 year show and our 50th show.
yes,
So
sir.
can't thank you enough. Terrence, you got anything before we head out?
Man, appreciate you, Reyne, for coming on. Like I said, man, make sure everybody go follow shoot Reyne Shooting Academy, and yeah,
Hmm.
man, until next time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Congrats on 1 year again.
Thank you. I
Appreciate
appreciate
you.
it.